Welcome to another edition of Sodom and G News, where we tell you the truth, and the truth shall set you free.
Which is synonymous to an advert if you want to look at it. That's one of the greatest marketing tools I've ever seen. A car get blew up but stay intact. Who not going to go out and buy that truck? I digress. All these distractions. Oh, Joy Tell is doing this. Trucks are blowing up. ISIS, terrorism. And I'm like, you know what? A lot of these are convenient distractions. Distractions from what? Well, I'm going back to the original premise of that phone call today. I think they're covering up the fact that black men, black people, are dying early. Is it intentional? Is this conspiracy? Check this out, other lawyer. Health. From the MLK 50, Justice Through Journalism. Now, this story was as of October. Black men are still dying young. Several efforts are attempting to change the status quo in Memphis. No one anywhere, elder lawyer, is publicizing this on mainstream media or whatever the case. The urgency to get to actually get our people or get the world interested in wondering why black men are dying. There's no interest out there at all. It's as if they would like us to quietly accept black men not existing at all. And they're already started through their predictive programming to have us accept less black men, especially in America. Now, how are we dying? Crime is down. There is no drug wars like it used to be. So those were the built-in excuses before. Black on black crime. And all these others, right? But crime is down. So I started looking into this. I really started looking into this. It took me a few hours to put this together. I'm like, they've already adjusted people through the media to accept a world, a society without black men. At the same time, they started promoting this trans woman thing, this anti-family type thing, anti-Christ type thing when it comes to the family. Now, excuse me.
Rakta.
Thank you. So, elder lawyer, if there's no black on black crime like it used to be, how are we dying at these fast rates? And why isn't the media saying anything? So I have to look into this because, you know, I have skin in the game. Okay? I have skin in the game right here. right? If people like me start disappearing, I need to figure it out. Because it won't be too long before, you know, I mean, I'm included in this bunch here.
Right.
So, I said, people are dying out of nowhere. Somebody told me, someone we knew who was healthy years ago before the pandemic, just dropped dead out of nowhere. Right? I'm like, so how are they going to execute this this plan to continually just have our people, black men, disappear without any of us realizing the landscape changing altogether. How are they doing it? And how will they continue to progress it? Was my question. Right? So I started looking into this. Now there's some Bible scriptures on this. But before I go there, let me read this. Okay. And this is from Siam. Death rates among black people in the U.S. are rising after falling. Right? So it goes into the demographics how more black women are dying. Right? Compared to white women. More black men are dying. We're all the way up there, right? Opposed to white men. On and on and on and on. So I looked into this. I'm like, well, okay. Right? But this one popped out, stood out. Elder. This one stood out to me. And this was a study from the Johns Hopkins study. And this was an article earlier last year. Johns Hopkins study points to medical errors as America's third leading cause of death. Medical errors as America's third leading cause of death. That means they go to the hospital, get a procedure. As of May 2024, it's the third leading cause of death. Medical issues. All right? Now, so I started doing some comparisons to say, well, okay. So there's a greater chance that we may die from a procedure going to a hospital. There's a greater chance we'll die through that than something happening to one of us with some, random terrorist act. The chance of someone actually dying, and they've already done the statistics on this, dying in a terroristic attack, is synonymous to someone standing next to a tree while it's raining and getting struck by lightning. So how is it that they would have us more so focused on terrorism and the fear that something might happen when this is happening?